Yes, sir. What's going on, guys? Happy MLK Day. I was literally on here talking to myself because I was sitting here trying to actually um, trying to set my stream up for the longest, trying to get it to filter over and give me some of the same stuff that I have um, over here. But it'll give me a little bit of a difficult time, but I got it all set up now. Um, Gonna try to see if we can find any setups in the market today. I'm gonna probably give it to around 10:30. Give it to around 10:30. That'll give us enough time to look for some setups, talk about some things, and go on about the day. Futures does close at 1 p.m. today. Equities and options are closed, so there's none of that going on today. Futures is pretty much the only thing that's open today. So that'll be what's the only thing traded today. Futures and forex was traded today. So take a few minutes, take some notes real quick. We already broke some key levels. We broke the Friday's high already. Pretty much broke Friday's high, which was this level, and we kind of came to retest it and took it back off. So we had a break, a retest, and then another push of about 40 some odd points up to the top as well too. So that's something as well too that I noticed as well. Pre-market. This is a demo account, not eval, not funded. This is just a strictly demo account. I'm trying to wealth charge Apex Trader account. They're closed today. I'm okay, so there's no trading on that software today. I don't really use any other ones at this moment. My funded futures would be the number one I would recommend, and then Apex would be number two, and then Top Step. For me specifically, Top Step is number three. Why? Because they cost more than the first two. And when I got into futures, I was looking for cost-effective ways to get into trading. So I didn't have $400 or $500 to spend on an account. Top Step, $150 for the activation fee. That's lifetime. That's around the same for Apex, 200 some odd dollars. But if you catch Apex on a discount, everybody knows you can get those accounts on a huge discount. So catch them on a sale, you can get those accounts on a huge discount. My Funded Futures, they at one, I think it's $90 now, but at one point they had 50K eval accounts for $80, no activation fee, all of that included. So those are very, very cost effective when I was looking to get into trading. So those are the top two that I would recommend. And then Top Step, they were just good overall. They have longevity in the system. And the reason why people kind of gave up my Apex is because they thought they were getting sued for fraudulent activities and thought they were going bankrupt. But that's why people should just stay off the internet. They believe everything that's on the internet. And yeah, I like to fact check. So even if I see it on the internet, I like to fact check or at least like to, let it simmer. And after a while, we found Apex released their statements and they ain't broke. I'll tell you that. They ain't broke. I'll tell you that right now. They is not broke. I think their last one they made 15 million that month. That month they got sued, I think they made 15 million that month. So don't look like they pretty much worried at all. Yeah. So right now in the market, um, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking for overall. Show you what I'm looking for overall. All right. Let's see. So what I'm looking for overall is I want. Oh God, I'm gonna fire my computer trying to run all these softwares at the same time. I'll tell you that right now. Let's see. Let's see if it's saved. I think we're on. I think it's on M and Q. Let's see. It's on MNMQ. All right, so overall direction, right? This is what I want to see overall direction. Of course, we came and broke that high. We're in this 4 hour consolidation zone. Overall, we're still in a downtrend. As you can see, I wanted us I wanted us to tap into this fair value gap. We kind of came near it last night, not all the way. Tap into this fair value gap, come through, inverse it, use it as resistance now, and come and tap all these TPs. In the day, no, but throughout the within the week or week and a half, so these are my overall targets to the downside. I don't have any targets to the upside. That reason being, I am bearish. I am a bearish bias until the market changes my mind and lets me know, hey, I don't think you should be bearish anymore. But right now, at this very second, I am bearish. That's just what I'm seeing in the market. That's just what I have a gut feeling. Sometimes you do gotta go with your gut feeling, what your gut is telling you, rather than what you want to see happen and what you think would happen. There's no news today, and we're going up. Only thing we got is Trump may come into Trump is coming in office today. That's the only bit of news we really got. Nothing major, and the market is just going up. It didn't move a lot, so we only moved about what this low was 535. This high is 781. So we moved about 200 some odd points coming off of that. So that's something that I am paying attention to, being that we have no volume. So we need to have volume to continue these moves. So there's got to be some volume to continue it to the upside, just like it has to be volume to continue it to the downside as well too. And when I'm not seeing any of that, I'm doing two things. I am either not trading or I am shorting the market. Now, if I get stopped out, and this happens to be one of those days where we just slowly chop up and up and up and up with no volume, then it is what it is. That's totally fine for me. Um, but yeah, that's something I am looking for. I don't like when we get upward movement with no volume. It just irritates the shit out of me. Overall, 70% of the time the market does go up, um, but normally that's with volume. We don't have any volume to keep it up. I don't see why we rock it up here. The only other thing that tells me why we do stuff like this is people like us, retail traders, people that get on the chart and they are eager to make money and they're buying, buying, buying. Trump dropped a meme coin over the weekend, and some people were becoming millionaires overnight in a few hours. So that could add into a little volume coming into the market as well too. So there's a lot of things. The VIX is around $15. That could add some volatility coming into the week as well too. Um, I really want the VIX to get back up into around $20. Then we go back to that 2020 day range. We'll go there. So if you don't know how the VIX works, I have a video on my Instagram, but I explain it how the VIX works, right? So how the VIX works is it's the volatility index. It's going to measure the volatility of the overall S&P 500 index. And the higher the VIX, the higher the volatility with the S&P. If you understand how numbers work, a 2% move on the S&P 500 is not small. As the VIX starts to get into the $22, 25, even $15 range, and of course once we get into the $30 range, you are going to start seeing these moves in the S&P 500 in the overall market of the 1%, 2%, pre-market too. You're going to start seeing those really, really big moves, and that's going to be what lets us know how volatile this market is, and those are the type of markets that I do like to trade in as well too. So I'm gonna try a short here, stop loss above this kind of conjunctive area right here. And my reason that is if we break up above the highs, and it is what it is. If we don't, we don't. Um, More so just a rejection off of that. And target is going to be that low before we broke, which is that previous Let's go back to that, which is that previous area right here. Pretty much just high, broke that high, consolidation, manipulation, distribution, right? So that's all I'm looking for there. I'm not a genius when it comes to the charts and trading. I'm just not. I'm just one of those people that aren't scared to press the button when I see some shit forming. I'll definitely be that person that just hops in the trade as soon as I see my confluences. So if I got 2 to 3 things I'm waiting for the market for it to happen before I enter a trade, I'm entering soon as those 3 things happen. I'm not like, oh, my 3 things happen. Oh, let me wait for this. Nope, that's hesitant. So therefore, you should have never waited for anything to happen if you're going to be hesitant when you actually get what you're waiting for. So that's one thing I do give myself credit for. Once I get my setups and once I get my confluences, um, I'm not scared to fucking pull the trigger, and I don't think anybody should be scared to pull the trigger as well too. And the sole reason I got in this trade is because I'm bearish. So once I start to see losing volume and I start to see rejections and we're holding this trend line and we're breaking levels and we're smashing through EMAs and we're retesting EMAs and I know this whole level from just drawing it up and marking it up overnight, right? Hourly level. We're in this hour consolidation zone, supply zone, right? I expected a reject out of this zone. Do I know exactly where? No. That's why I wait to start to see some structure forming, start to see some candles rejecting as well here too. So right here is going to tell me if we're going to get this movement, right? Probably get a break and a retest. And then, if it does work out, it wasn't. It does. If it doesn't, then, it is what it is. This will probably be my one trade for the day. I'll go on about my day. So I'm gonna take some notes in my notebook while I trade just runs. Oh, another thing, I had someone ask me. He goes, how long do you think I have to trade until I can quit my day job? The honest to God truth with that is it varies per person. I wasn't good with money management, so a lot of the jobs I did work, I spent most of the money that I earned. So it's not like I had a reserve savings account to fall back on and chill for a few months and try to trade. Um, so my advice would be to at least save 5K. At least save 5K. If you don't have bills, 5K should be good. If you have bills, I would say $10,000. Maybe split it between you and your spouse, 5-5. Go over a plan. So $10,000 if you have bills, have a plan, and like really, 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 really study. Like really, really, really study because I know when I've tried to quit my job 6, 7 fucking times already, and I always get to the point where I'm making money, but then I end up blowing all of the money that I have left. I go on tilt, or I just have a bad week, and I came to a realization that if I'm gonna have a bad month and it's gonna start me over, I'm not ready to quit my job. You know what I mean? I got too many expenses going on, stuff like that. So that is really my advice to you guys. Um, don't quit your day job until you have at least $10,000 saved up. Some people would say 25. I'm not gonna tell you to push the edge. Who the fuck's gonna save $25,000 if their job only pays them 50,000 and they have bills? So that's one thing I'm gonna do all the time. I am going to be realistic. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not gonna try to hide the truth. Realistic. If your job's only paying you 50K, you can't expect somebody to save half of what they make on top of them paying bills. Can it be done? Absolutely. But the average person is not going to be able to sustain their life, change their life, build a new one, and maintain the old one at the same time. So something's going to have to go. And during that time, when you're deciding what has to go, you're going to need extra finances to get you through the hard times. Trust me. I've been in a position where I quit my job and I lost all my money and my lights was off, my water was off, everything was off. I was damn near homeless and shit like that. I was using my neighbor's Wi-Fi, and I put in an options play with Tesla and SPY, and I was able to make around $2,900, $3,000, and that's how I was able to, pay for my shit. But guess what happened by me not having enough saved during that time? When I did actually get a good trade or get a good setup, I had to use all my profits to pay for my previous expenses, if that makes sense. So I was behind on bills, and I took the time to learn how to trade and execute good trades and get in the game, right? But I was so far behind on my bills from doing that and not having anything saved that when I did get the money, it went straight to bills. So it's kind of like I worked my ass off, and that same day it went straight to bills to keep everything going. All right. And what that'll do is that'll put you in a kind of a mindset of feeling like you're not working hard or working hard enough, or you haven't got anything for the hard work that you have put in. And that can be very mentally draining. Very, 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 very mentally draining. I've been at that point where I'm trading and trading and trading, and I'm seeing green. I'm seeing green, 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 but it ain't hitting my bank account, right? It's not hitting my bank account, right? I'm like, damn, well, what am I doing wrong that is not hitting my bank account, right? You gotta keep going. Gotta keep trading. And the only way you can keep trading is if you can keep yourself in the game, right? I remember telling my girl that. I said, when I can get to the point where I can lose 5K, 10K, and still be in the trading game, I'm good. I'm golden. I am golden. I remember saying that out my mouth, those exact words. And I'm edging and I'm getting exactly to that point where I can be in a trade and not worry about the outcome, or I can lose some money and not worry about the extra extra. I am going to start scaling out of this trade right here. Ooh, I'm going to scale out of this trade. Being that we're starting to get some movement down here. Some of this irrational kind of these drops and up drops and up keeps. So what I'm going to do is leave my two contracts running, and my full TP is gonna be down here for that low of day. And if we don't, we don't. I'm gonna personally manage this. I'm not gonna put a stop loss in. If my entry's up here, I'll just let it run back to entry if that's the case. If not, I'll be up $107 or whatnot. So, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's just gonna put you in a mental space where you feel like you're working so hard and you're not getting anywhere, and it can kind of just feel like you're just spinning your wheels in the snow. And I say snow because it's snow on the ground, but you can be spinning your wheels in the dirt. You can just be spinning your wheels in general. So you don't want to get to that point where you feel like you're putting in so much work and you haven't seen any type of result. You want to at least set yourself up mentally. And that's something I had to learn. I had to trick myself and literally convince myself that I was where I was trying to be already. Literally had to convince myself. So I was trying to do this and that. I'm already there. I had to truthfully convince myself that I was already in a position in which I was asking for. So I read the big money bank books. I try to trade like the big money. I try to see the same things that they see. I try to be in the same mindset as they are, and the mindset that they have is, live to trade another day. Good risk management. Because if I'm stressing over losing $100, what do you think these people are doing when they're losing a few million a month or a few million in a day from a drop or something like that? So I didn't realize other people got it a little harder than I do out here when it comes to losing some hard-earned money. I know people have lost a lot more money than I have. Right now I'm probably down about like close to 3,500 total with futures, purchasing eval, the resets, and I'm probably close to about 3,500 in the hole. Actually, I'll say 3,000 because I got a $600 payout. So I'll say close to 3,000, definitely 3,000. In the hole when it comes to futures. But I mean, I could be that live money as well too. So it's prop firm money. So it's giving you a better chance at actually staying in the game when it comes to the prop firms as well too. So I think this is my first like live trading stream. I think not that it's important, but I think it's the first time I actually went live. And the reason I'm doing this is so I can go back and watch this. That's exactly why I'm doing it. So I can go back and watch it. So I can see what I was looking at. I can see what I was doing, see what I was talking about, try to understand myself as well too. So that's exactly why I do it. I don't care to be the best trader. I don't care whether 1,000 people get in here and watch it. As soon as I'm done trading, I'm gonna shut this shit off, put it in the file, and rewatch it later when I'm smoking the blunt. That's my goal for this whole thing. And if people enjoy watching it and people enjoy, hanging out with the kid, you know, that's fine with me. That's totally fine with me. So the market is starting to I wouldn't say bottom out, but it is starting to fight off this lower level here as well too. Um, I'm okay with letting my trade come back to break even. Um, my reason being is that I know as soon as I press this close button, they're gonna drop. So I'm gonna just let it do what it do. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. But I'm not gonna invalidate myself before the market does. If we get it closed above this area, then we could probably start making up. But we need to close above this area with volume as well too. And then you can check the bigger time frames as well too. We need a bullish engulfing up out of this area for me to be like shit. We're gonna change that delivery right now. But if we don't get that, then we're cool. But then again, that's why everything can kind of throw you off unless you just listen to yourself. Someone else could say they're looking for buys. Someone else say they're looking for sales, and they can kind of throw you off. But me, I'm looking for sales because we came into this area in which we rejected, and it took us from the 7th of January all the way until today to actually tap back into this area. So from that time, I'm going to just take a rare guess, a rare assumption that we're going to reject out of that area again. That's just all I'm doing. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I got some cool shit coming soon though, man. Some real cool shit starting up soon. Yeah, I got some real cool shit starting up soon, man. Gonna be changing locations. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. 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 Look at it go. Look at it go. I told you soon. I told you if I would have physically closed this trade, it would have stopped me out. Now I'm gonna physically close it. But now I'm starting to see us reject 241 in a day. If you trade Michaels, you know that that's a pretty good, especially for today with no volume. My average sale price was 721. Average buy price was 721. Average sell price was 751. Right. What that tells me is, ouch. What that tells me is I'm taking about a 20 to 30 point risk to reward ratio, right? That's my normal target, 20 points. I'm not trying to go over that all the time. So that's exactly what I needed for today. That's totally cool with me. 241. Not many people make that at their job. So I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no bullshit. 241 on the day. Um, let's see if I can open it up big for y'all so you can see 236 total minus whatever on the day. And that's me just being patient. I sat here and talked and ran it through you guys and told you exactly why I was selling right out of that area. It doesn't have to be so difficult. It doesn't have to be FVG this and all this and then sometimes when you add too much terminology, you confuse a motherfucker. Like no, for real. Like when you add too much terminology, like you confuse a motherfucker, and that's what tends to happen. So other than that, man, I think I am going to call it a day. I think I am going to go relax. I'm gonna see if this video saves so I can go back and watch it later. I don't know if the live streams save. I think I have to set that feature. Um, but other than that, let's see. No, okay. Your connection, availability, public. Yeah. Other than that, man, I appreciate you guys tapping in for whoever tapped in. Just want to hop on, get a quick trade, run down some things, talk some shit and whatnot. But I appreciate you guys tapping in on this live replay on stream. Man. Oh yeah, let's keep that. There we go. Yeah, so it is saved, and if I wanted to have some fun, I would enter another buy and catch the high. All right. Why? Because I'm so playing with this shit, man. And this is the type of thing that happen when you just kind of just say you let your influences add up and you just press the fucking button rather than you saying, damn, what if it does this? What if it does that? Just hit the button. You'll never know, right? You could be right. You could enter the biggest trade of your life. All right. You guys have a great one.